If you've ever wondered why your kids instantly feel your stress or why they can calm down the moment you calm down, this video is going to make so much sense. Because your children, they don't just hear you, but they feel your energy. And today, I'll explain why, using real biology and real-life parenting examples. Hello. My name is Kasia and I'm the founder of Holistic Parenting Child, where I help parents understand their nervous system so they can become more regulated and create a calmer, more connected home. Let's dive in. Most people dismiss the idea that you can feel someone's energy and think that it's all just kind of woo-woo. But the truth is that we all feel each other all of the time, we just don't call it that. Think about this. You walk into a room when someone just had an argument and no one tells you that, but you can just feel it with your whole body. Your body picks up the tension, or that friend who's smiling, acting like everything is fine, but you can just sense that something is off. I think we've all experienced situations like that. And it's not magic, it's just your nervous system reading another person's nervous system. Your body is an electrical system, like literally. Your heart beats because of electrical impulses. Your brain communicates with electrical signals, and your muscles move because of electricity. And whenever electricity moves, it creates an electromagnetic field, and this field can be measured. And here's the really important part, and that is your heart produces the strongest electromagnetic field in your entire body, and it changes based on how you feel. I mean, I find it kind of magical. That means that people around you can pick up on your internal state automatically, unconsciously, without you even realizing it. And it's the same when you sense the tension or sense that something is up with your friend. Like, you're just reading their field. And you know who's really good at picking up on that field? Your kids. Let's look a bit closer into the states of your heart. When you're stressed, overwhelmed, or rushed, your heart rhythm becomes irregular and less organized. So you're in a survival state, and your heart will send very different signals to the brain compared to when you are in a calm and regulated state. This affects everything in your body, like your breathing pattern, the biochemistry, hormones, your focus, your ability to be consciously present. And Dr. Joe Dispenza, he talks about how in this state we become more reactive and more focused on potential threats. So our state, like our inner state and the state of our heart, shifts our entire internal atmosphere, and it changes the electromagnetic field around us, and we basically see life and our kids through a different lens. How this may look like. When you're stressed and your child has a meltdown, it might feel personal, and you can't really see that they actually need your help, that they need your guiding and your calm. All you feel is like, oh my God, stop, stop, stop. The alarm clock is going off in your body and trying to fight or flight the situation. That's when you're in that survival mode. But the opposite happens when you're in a calm state, when you feel appreciation, gratitude, connection, love, and all these elevated emotions. Your heart rhythm becomes more ordered, more coherent, and your breathing slows, your chemistry shifts, and your awareness expands. Your lens through which you see the world changes, and so does what you're emitting to the field. Your children can feel this immediately. And this is the reason why kids can immediately calm down with just you giving them a hug without you saying anything when you're in that calm, regulated state. You know, kids don't regulate themselves independently when they're young. Their brain is still wiring itself, and they lean on your nervous system to regulate their own. They basically borrow your calm or your stress. Let's look at a real-life example. It's a normal morning, and you're preparing breakfast, packing lunch boxes, and then you see that you're running late. You have this big important meeting, so you're really stressed about making it on time. But then everything seems to go wrong. You spill your coffee, you burn the toast, and then you check the clock because it's even later than what you thought. You're starting to really rush, and you check on the kids, but they're still in their pajamas, playing, reading books, even though you told them like a long time ago that they need to get dressed. You can feel your heart start to race, and you feel the heat rising. You become hot and you just want to explode, and then just one bad thing happens after another. Your kids having the meltdown over their clothes, over their socks, because it's itching, the breakfast is wrong, and everything just spirals. It's basically like the morning from hell. And this happens not because that your kids are trying to make your life and your morning harder, or because they don't care that you have to make it on time, but because they co-regulating with you. So when you're out of balance, when you're stressed, they just feel it and they reflect it back to you. So when you think about parenting, you can see how your internal state impacts everything in your life, both positively and negatively. But here's the real powerful part. When we shift our awareness and become conscious of our internal state, we can begin to do things that help us be more in that calm and regulated, elevated state. This can even be done in the very moment when things are about to spiral. If you just get used to getting conscious, like the example from that chaos morning, the moment you realize that, oh my God, I'm rushing and I'm stressed, and you choose to pause and just slow your breath, settle your body, even for just a few seconds, your heart rhythm will shift. You can bring back yourself into a more regulated version, and your children will feel that. They will respond to it quickly. If you want a home that feels calmer and more connected, it really starts with being aware of your internal state. And this inner work matters so much more than any script or any external technique, because kids, they don't respond to the words but to our energy. And your inner state helps to shape how you experience the world, but in parenting it also shapes how your child experiences the world. They grow up learning what it feels like to be around someone who is regulated, present, aware, and emotionally grounded and steady. And that will become their template for relationships, for safety, and for how to handle challenges and regulate themselves. This is tools they can use for the rest of their lives. Doing this work is not selfish, and it's really important because it can change your children and generations to come. So for today, I want you to reflect. What signals is your body sending? How does your internal state show up in your home and your everyday life? And have you noticed those moments where your calm can just change everything for your child? If this resonated with you, make sure to like and subscribe, because it helps this message to reach more parents that might need it. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.